I'm here with Greg Brookes. Greg is a personal trainer. We're down here today to do a functional movement assessment.
Yep.
Greg, I was wondering if you could just tell the viewers here a little bit about what you do, how long you've been in the industry, and what we're doing here today.
Functional movement screen is just a good way to assess movement and to basically see what a person's readiness is like for exercise. So for example, when we go through the movement assessment, we're going to just see what movement patterns people are capable of achieving, if they have any pain, if they have any problems with it, if they struggle with it, and if there are problems, then we can basically try and clear those things up. This would be something that we would always give somebody before they start training, because just as we're different on the inside and the outside, we all move differently as well. So we need to figure out where the problem areas are going to be first, rather than just having a sort of one-size-fits-all exercise program and just say, right, go for that. Is that going to work for you? We're going to go through 7 functional movement screens, and then we're going to do 3 clearance tests. 3 clearance tests will be a pass or a fail, and the assessment screens will be the movement screens will be, I'm just going to basically look at the way you move and score you based on a 1 to 3 basis. Now push the pole overhead, keep your arms up nice and straight, and I want you to just squat down as deep as you can, keeping the pole above your head. Okay?
Keeping my back straight.
Yeah, exactly as you're doing. Good, and back up. And then I'd like to step up, step over, put your heel down, come back, and step down. Good, that's it, just put the heel down, okay, and back. And again. Good, and down. Now as if you're in the running position, so it's opposite arm, opposite leg. This arm goes back, okay, bit of balance here now. Pole's going to touch your bum, pole's going to touch your mid-back, pole's going to touch your head, okay. You're going to drop this knee down behind the other one, and stand back up. Okay, keeping that in contact, keeping the pole upright.
Yeah.
See if you can drop that knee down behind the front one. Not bad. Some slight compensations, but it was almost there. Almost there. Perfect, I don't even have to measure that. We're just going to ask Becca to keep one leg down, back of the knee on the board, other leg, keep it straight and just raise it nice and slowly, as high as you can. Good, come back down. Because Becca broke this line here, ultimately means she gets maximum points for that, which is good. Now I just want you to push up as one complete unit. Alright? Let's go for it. One more. It's not bad, it's not bad. Okay, down you go. So what Becca's having to do is she's having to stabilise her spine on the right hand side while she moves the left hand side.
Okay.
Okay, that's alright, back into position. Because you struggle with that one, and I seem to struggle with it as well, we have to do the next one. This is the diagonal pattern. So you go opposite arm, opposite leg.
Okay.
Back and touch, and out and down. Right, hand on shoulder. Just raise the elbow, keeping the palm down. Any pain or problems in this shoulder? No. Okay, and down. Other arm. We go. So we're checking for shoulder impingement here, basically. And down. Okay, any pain at all in the lower back?
No.
Okay. From this position, on all fours, just rock back into child's pose in yoga. Any problems, pain? No. Good. That's it.
Great.
So, when I look at this form here, this basically gives me a snapshot of how you move. What I'm looking for is asymmetries. So, for example, when you did the lunge, or the hurdle step, or the shoulder, were you tight on one side, but okay on the other? Because that's a big problem then. Yeah. Obviously you're at the gym, all kinds of crazy conversations are happening. Luckily, you had no asymmetries at all. You had a 2, we look for a 2 basically all the way through, 3 being maximum. If you get a 2 all the way through, that means we can pretty much train that movement, but we've got to be careful, okay? Because it's not working perfectly. If you get a 1, like the trunk stability push-up, that means we need to put some effort into that. So of all these, 1 was your lowest score. That's the one that we'd drill down on first of all. So I'd be going through a lot of different progressions and regressions to condition your trunk stability. And then after that we'd move on to the next lowest score, and so on until we've built these all the way up so they were nice and high.
Greg, can you explain about progressions and regressions?
Yeah, so progression basically is making the exercise more and more difficult. So for example, if someone was doing a push-up, if they struggle to do it off the floor, then you might have them doing it off a table, off a wall, for example. You've often seen ladies doing push-ups off their knees.
Yeah.
That's another way of regressing, making the exercise easier.
Okay, so from where Becky is with trunk instability, she needs to perhaps think about making the exercise slightly easier to then build it up and strengthen the muscle.
Exactly.
Okay, cool.
So I would recommend probably plank type positions. I'd recommend
I know the plank very well.
push-up type positions. People hate these because they're difficult and they've got a weakness there.
I have to do them by the end of the month.
Yeah, so you've got to work on them. And it's evident when you look at that you need to look at it. It needs to be looked at. But ultimately, if you were my client, I wouldn't be too concerned about training you. I don't think you've got any serious issues there really at all. I think you move pretty well. That's it.
Okay, well, thank you.